happy that you're back and watching my video again. Now it is time for comprehension. And maybe you've seen this book in our classroom, but we haven't worked in it yet. So we have done some comprehension activities, but we haven't worked in this book yet. So today we will start with that, and I will send your parents some copies. So you can print it, for example, and then you can read it as well. If you cannot print it, you can just see it on the computer, for example. And with that you will also be able to join the activities. Okay, let's begin. What is comprehension about? We are going to read a text. So we have to read it. And then there will be some questions about this text. So it is important to read carefully and to listen carefully, because then you will be able to answer the questions. Good? So what are we going to do? I want you to read the story. So you will have to read it. But I am also going to read it for you. But I really, really, really want that you will read the story as well. So you can read it out loud, for example, with your father, your mother, or someone else who is at home. And that will help you understand the story better. But I need you to understand the story very, very well. So that's why I am going to read it with you as well. So please read it and don't cheat, because I will know. Okay? So I'm going to read the story. It is called Hiding. Hiding. What does that mean, hiding? Are you hiding sometimes? Did you do that? Where were you hiding from? Or maybe you were playing this game, hide and seek. Then you also have to hide, right? Let's see what the story is about. Under a bush in the garden is a very good place to hide. So is a big umbrella, or down at the end of the bed. Have you ever hide yourself under the bed? Were you ever hidden over there? Did you crawl under the bed to make sure that no one saw you? Did you ever do that? Sometimes Dad hides behind a newspaper, like this. And Mom hides behind a book on the sofa. You can even hide under a hat. Tortoises hide inside their shells. Tortoises? What is that? No idea. Who can tell me what is that? I don't know. But I'm sure that you know, right? So tell me please, what is that? What does that mean? When they aren't feeling friendly, and hamsters hide right at the back of their cages when they want to go to sleep. When the baby hides his eyes, he thinks you can't see him, but he is there all the time. So maybe you have a little brother or a little sister, and babies sleep a lot, right? So they close their eyes and they think that the other people cannot see them. But do you think that? Do you think that when you go to bed and you close your eyes that someone else cannot see you? So, what was the story about? It was about hiding in different places. Yes? So, do you remember some of the places where you can hide yourself? Where was the father hiding? The dad? Where did he hide himself? Behind a newspaper. And what about the mother? Where did she hide herself? Behind a book on the sofa. So now I'm going to ask you some questions, and you have the same questions on your worksheets. So I will ask you the questions, and meanwhile you can write the answer down. You ready? You have to complete these sentences. So you will have to write down the word on these lines. Yeah. So, where is the boy hiding? The boy is hiding under the... Where was the boy hiding in the story? If you don't remember where the boy was hiding, you can read it again. For example, I don't remember where the boy was hiding. I don't know, it could be under an umbrella, behind a book or something else, but I'm not sure. So I will have to read again. Let's see. Under a bush in the garden is a very good place to hide. And look what is the boy doing over there? He is hiding under a bush. And now, where is the girl hiding? The girl is hiding under the... Where was the girl hiding? Don't know. Let's see. So, I cannot find it in the text, but I see an image here of a girl. And where is she hiding? She's hiding under an umbrella. So you have to write down here the answer. Now it's up to you what you're going to do. Which animals hide inside their shells? And then it says, hide inside their shells. So, now we're coming back to the question that I've asked you before, because I was reading tortoises or tortoises. Tortoises hide inside their shells when they aren't feeling friendly. Can you understand the text better, even if you don't know a word, for example? What could it be? Think about it. And number 4 says, who hides behind a newspaper? Which person in the story was hiding behind a newspaper? Was it the brother, the sister, or the mom, or the dad? Who was hiding behind the newspaper? If you know the answer, you can write it down on this line. And if not, you will have to read again the story or a part of the story to understand, to be able to answer the question. Okay, now you have to say if it's true or not true. The first sentence says, under a bush is a good place to hide. Is that true or is it not true? What do you think? Is a bush... wait. You see, I was reading too fast and then I was reading something wrong, and that makes the sentence completely different. The sentence is, under a bush is a bad place to hide. A bad place to hide. Is that true or not true? I think it's true. Under a bush is a bad place to hide. Everyone can see you over there, don't you think? Is it true or not true? What do you think? The second sentence is, Dad is hiding behind his newspaper. Is that true or is it not true? If you are not sure, what do you need to do? You will have to read again. So the third sentence is, Mom is sitting on the floor. Is it true or is it not true? Was the mother sitting on the floor in the story? Did you hear that or did you read that? And then, well, there are two more sentences, so you can read them and you can answer the questions with true or not true. So the last part of this activity is write a sentence to answer each question. You will have to write a sentence. But I know that you can do that. You can do it. I'm sure about that. The first question is, why do you think Dad hides behind his newspaper? Why would that be? Why is the dad hiding behind his newspaper in this story? Why would that be? Have you ever seen your father hiding behind the newspaper? And why would he do that? So you have to write the answer on the worksheet or in a notebook. Okay? The second question is, why does the baby think you can't see him when he hides his eyes? Good question. Why do you think that? The third question is, where is your favorite hiding place? Maybe you have a secret place at home where you can hide yourself, or maybe somewhere else, I don't know. I'm curious about knowing what your favorite hiding place is. What other creatures hide in shells? Do you know some other animals or something else who also likes to hide in shells? What about a turtle, for example, or a snail? Maybe you know some other animals who like to hide in shells? Did you like the story? Was it interesting? Did the story make sense? I hope that you've liked this activity. It is important that you understand what you are reading. So that is why sometimes I'm asking you some questions, or there are some sheets with questions. It is all because it's important to understand what you are reading. So that was English for today, and we will now continue with a math activity. So I will see you there. Bye bye.